Welcome to today's episode of Tech Talks, where we dive into the fascinating world of programming tools and innovations. I'm your host, and today we're shining the spotlight on a new shell that's stirring things up in the terminal community, Brush. So what exactly is Brush? Well, it's a shell, specifically a POSIX and Bash-compatible shell that's been crafted in Rust. You might be wondering, why Rust? Rust is known for its safety and performance, making it a compelling choice for a shell implementation. Brush is designed to run smoothly on Linux and Mac OS, and it has experimental support on Windows, which is quite exciting for Windows users who are also into shell scripting. Imagine executing your everyday scripts across different operating systems without any hitches. That sounds like a dream, right? But here's a little nugget of caution. While Brush is functional for everyday use, the creators advise against deploying it in production environments, at least for now. They're still tracking known limitations and figuring things out as they go. It's a work in progress, and I think that's important to note. So if you're using it and notice any quirks, the team encourages you to report those issues. It's almost like participating in an open source adventure. Now let's talk about how you can get your hands on this shell. If you're already set up with Rust, you can install Brush with a simple command. Just type cargo install -locked brush shell, and boom, you've got Brush running on your machine. If you're curious about the cutting-edge features, you can even clone the repo and run it from there. That's the beauty of open source. Everyone can contribute and explore. It's also worth mentioning how Brush handles configuration. When you start Brush, it'll look familiar to you because it processes your .bashrc, just as Bash would. If you want to customize your experience, you can even set up a small brushrc file. Personalization, plus a familiar interface, that's a win-win. But of course, every new tool comes with its limitations. Brush is still catching up on some of the execution semantics, particularly with certain set and shopped options. If you're a shell scripting enthusiast, you might run into things that aren't fully implemented yet. The developers are openly asking for contributions to help fill those gaps, inviting the community to pitch in. So, if you've got some coding chops, why not lend a hand? Speaking of community, a big part of Brush's development is all about collaboration and feedback. The project is built on a foundation of other open source crates. For instance, it utilizes Readline for handling interactive input and Tokyo for asynchronous tasks, just to name a couple. It's interesting how interconnected the open source world is, isn't it? One tool relies on another, forming this vast ecosystem of resources. Before we wrap up, here's a thought-provoking question. In a world flooded with programming tools, what draws you to try out a new shell like Brush? Is it the performance benefits, the community aspect, or perhaps the thrill of being an early adopter? Whatever your reason, it's a reminder of how crucial our tools are in shaping our productivity and creativity. So, to recapture what we've discussed today, Brush is a fascinating Rust-implemented shell that's gaining traction for its compatibility and performance, albeit still in development for production use. The open-source nature invites community collaboration, making it a project worth watching. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Tech Talks. If you have any stories or experiences with Brush or other shells, feel free to share them with us. Until next time, keep exploring, keep coding, and remember that every line of code is a chance for creativity.